at the Bradley Center. Kenyon Martin won't have to fight his way back into the Nets lineup after a 2-game suspension. He has a 17-point, 17-rebound double-double going against the Bucks. Milwaukee's strength has been in numbers. Starters, reserves, bigs, and smalls all have contributed to a 9-game Bradley Center winning streak. The Bucks had more balance than Mary Lou Retton on Tuesday. 10 players used, all with at least 6 points. They spread the wealth to beat Boston 111-103. Good evening and welcome to the Bradley Center. Columbia Hospital in Milwaukee. Everybody's fine.
I'm sure he's not too well rested, but he still says, hey, I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm ready.
Into the post and Kenyon Martin. I think you're old enough to remember at least reading about or seeing the baseball incident when Willie McCovey took the bat to John Roseboro. Red drives. It was Joey's dad who had the plate that day.
Yeah, it was. I didn't realize that. Offensive foul, by the way, on Red. Wow. I tell you, right now, Buck's getting frustrated. Nothing's working. This is good D, though. Weak side help. It's slipping away a little bit. The Bucks have got to reverse this trend. They want to do it in this period.
Down 7, good pass. Collins.
Nets are very methodical, very confident, just keep playing their game, and now they're taking a lead.
Terry Porter takes a timeout with 7:38 remaining in the third. Apparently the halftime speech tonight wasn't enough. He'll try again right here as the Bucks trail by 9. What a pass by Kittles for Collins. By the Bucks so far tonight. How about that, huh?
Start them young, man.
That's terrific.
We like those young Bucks fans.
Our Mountain Dew extreme fan of the game. Very good. Bucks have 6 points in the last 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
They're getting deep, Jim.
Red, he wanted the foul. Joey said something to Michael. I saw it, but he didn't call it. Kittle's got some body on him. Kukoc has a 3. Red has a couple of deuces now. Kukoc with a free throw. That's the scoring over that span of 9:15. A little more now, of course. Kittle's 3. Easy.
Step back 3. I mean, that's deep. I'm sure Michael didn't think Kittles was going to load that up.
Gary Kittle's the best 3-point shooter for New Jersey at 39%. His career game came against Milwaukee. March 13th, 97. He scored 40. Good work by TJ. He allowed Kidd to go back. Thomas leans and draws the foul. It's Jason Collins.
Good work. See, that's what you do. When jumpers aren't going, what do? You got to take it to him. That's a reload, so he catches deep and then can try to get the contact and does.
Well, let's take note. The Bucks were down 43-34. Terry Porter took a timeout, John, and we'll see if they keep going inside. It's the only way they'll beat New Jersey tonight. The Bucks and M&I Banks present Hoop Fest 2004 on Monday. Bradley Center will host 3 outstanding high school games. Bradley Tech, Racine Horlick, then it's Mesmer and Custer, and followed up by Milwaukee, Marquette, and Madison LaFolla. Tickets are $5 each at the door or in advance at the Bucks ticket office. All brought to you by the Bucks and M&I Banks. Both free throws good, 7 points. Hayslip, Santiago, Ford, Thomas, and Red for the Bucks. And a foul against Milwaukee. It's on Tim Thomas.
Well, that was a very extensive play. All 5 men were involved in it to set it up as it went right on a weave. Came back to a double screen for Kidd on the left side as he cleared through and back out.
Kidd, no. Thomas clears it. Kidd up on Ford.
Kidd's got quick feet.
Thomas, 3.
Well,
inside. You have to go inside.
I mean, don't want it.
Jason Collins gets the bounce. Kenyon Martin gets clobbered. And it's staying on this end.
Boy, that was on the left side. Take a look at it. Down here. Block off. And they say Timmy throws him down as they both get hooked up to vie for position. See, that's one of those where, you know, like Timmy said, he got me first, you know, he's trying to get position. I got to hold off also. Those things happen consistently.
Thomas matching Brian Skinner with his 4th foul. Timmy saying, hey, you have to call it both ways. He did pull him down, though. Under 6 minutes on this end. Marcus Hayslip backs in, and it's Jefferson on the foul.
And Joey Crawford on that one calls it on Jefferson, says knock it off right away.
Well, they'll knock it off because Jefferson has to leave with 4 fouls.
Plus, they won't take Joey on either. I mean, see, he's still a very demanding referee, but I like it because he'll talk to you. You can talk to him. He'll tell you, you know, hey, okay, I didn't get that one, or yeah, I didn't. There he is. I like that about Joey's game, see. But you can't get in his face. You can't get after it.
Looks like Mr. Clean tonight. He's old school.
He polished it.
Hayslip, 1 point. Bucks down 9. That's not too bad the way they've played and shot the ball tonight.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Turnover opportunities here.
There's always the 4th quarter.
I tell you, you know what the Nets do well, Jim? They retreat and match up on their defense.
Desmond Mason. So he is on the board with 5:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the margin down to 7, 48-41.
Need some of the spark guys to be able to get their spark going.
You know, you're right about that, John, on the defensive end. Kenyon Martin and 1. Explosively.
He's quick to the basket, isn't he? You
Putting
can't
it
block
down,
that. Yeah. He's too quick to the basket on the dunk. Post, look how deep he is.
Santiago on the foul.
Not going to do much about that when he catches there.
A lot of teams can retreat defensively, but the good ones pick you up well.
Correct. And this team does it.
They do it very well.
Yeah, they do.
Jason Collins got tangled up. Joey Crawford at midcourt seized a foul. And the Nets, along with the Bucks, both over the limit. 5:03 remaining in the 3rd. Byron Scott comes up to midcourt. Kittle's over to talk to Crawford.
Technical on Collins. I tell you, Joey was quick. Collins was kind of talking to him, not harshly. And then Joey said, everybody stay away. You got to know when to back off.
Michael Redd, the best free throw shooter in the game, 14th in the league, hits the technical.
You know, Jim, what I've discovered about Joey over the years is I think Joey Crawford is one of the most decisive referees I've ever seen. When he makes his calls, he's very decisive about it and emphatic and stays with it.
3rd foul on Collins. Santiago. He may have been up all night, folks. Might have to forgive him.
He was. He got it. He's okay. He's playing on adrenaline.
Several of the Bucks getting on the board for the first time here in the 3rd quarter. 50-43 New Jersey.
I got my chocolate cigar from him.
As did I. Kenyon Martin.
Good in the post, isn't he?
He has 10. $19 on the timer.
Well, Kenyon Martin is 6'9", 240. Doesn't look like he would weigh that much. He's a very physical player. Smooth, quick.
Foul. Martin. Too much bump on the Cowboy.
What did he do, Jim? Showed him the ball and penetrated. Wasn't going to take the jumper, got the foul. Into the paint.
Desmond with his first trip to the line tonight. He had a free throw run of 40 consecutive. Stopped against Boston the other night. He hit his first for 40 in a row, then missed the second.
Missed the second, third, and fourth, didn't he?
He's been averaging about 16 points a game over the last 6. The Bucks have won 5 of those. He's been a factor.
You know, if the Bucks, whoever it is, can kind of get some fire going, that'll bring the crowd into it a little bit. They're kind of like the Bucks, you know, just kind of sailing along, but they're chugging along is better.
You saw Mr. Business walk to the scorer's table, Eric Strickland.
Now that's the kind of, maybe he's the spark guy tonight, because we know he can be. He's a spark, that's for sure. He's fiery. So he gets everybody leaning, and that leaves Collins right there in the paint.
Santiago has a pair of fouls now. 4:20 remaining in the third. Eric Strickland will replace Michael Redd.
Now watch if you can hold it right there. Pass inside, boy. See, that's when you get that. I always talk about defensive tweeners, you know. You're not doubling, you're not on your man, and that's what happened there.
That's why the Bucks play straight up. They want accountability on defense. They don't want tweeners. You still get caught once in a while when you're helping out. Kenyon Martin off the miss by Desmond. 54-45. The Nets up by 9. Santiago wants Collins to turn that way. He does for the miss. Pretty good ball handle by. Oh, and it takes it. My goodness. One step from the free throw line.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Transition, they missed. Bucks transition, dunk. That woke everybody up. See? A little bit of rumbling going here.
Marcus has been chomping at the bit to get some playing time. He thinks he can help this team, and I guess.
Okay, stop him, rebound it. Give the fans more to cheer about right here.
Lucius Harris hits the three.
That hurts. Reload. You don't let them reload it, you're going to get the fans into it.
Desmond Mason draws the foul. Rodney Rogers. That might have hurt him. Anything Rogers does to you might hurt you.
Yeah, that's like running into the side of the Bradley Center.
Rodney has 3 fouls. Kenyon Martin will leave.
He wants that. I think Rodney was saying something to Joey. Joey goes, what? And he goes, not nothing. Nothing. Second thought. Nothing.
Zoran Planinic replaces Kenyon Martin with 3:02 remaining in the third quarter. Desmond pulls the Bucks within 8. He has 6 points. Desmond Mason, the Cowboy, working here in the third quarter. The Bucks not shooting well, 31%. That was their percentage through the first half. And we said that might be a problem because New Jersey likes to run off your misses. Thumper Rogers for 3. Eric Strickland, rebound, push. Pull up, deuce. Desmond Mason up there above the rim just to make sure. That'll be a timeout for New Jersey. Bucks have it within 6. 2:31 remaining in the third quarter. We've seen some plays. How about this one? One step. Good night.
In the rebound department. So they're getting to the offensive glass. That's helping pay off a little bit and scoring a little bit more now in the paint.
You know, John, we haven't talked about it a lot. I think it's been obvious, but we should point out that Terry Porter, as a first-year coach, shows courage in going with a lot of different combinations. He is not afraid to make changes and see who wants to play and who can play. And if it's not going well, he'll just make the change.
He will make it, and then he'll ride the ponies that are getting it done, and he knows he can go all the way up and down his bench. And he and his coaches have developed that entire team. I don't like to use the word bench because any of those guys could start also. Second unit, first unit.
First foul on Eric Strickland. Let's check in with Craig Kashan.
Speaking of Eric Strickland, Terry Porter told me before the game he really didn't plan on playing Strickland tonight, mainly because of matchup problems. But after Tuesday's 14-point performance, he could be the spark this Bucks team needs right now. After Tuesday, his teammates were calling him player coach. Obviously, a lot of respect right there. He does a lot of coaching, even though he doesn't get to play a lot. And let's not forget, he is the team captain.
Yeah, he has one of those 3 C's that they handed out this year. Santiago sweeping hook shot.
He's got nice moves in there. He's worked on that hook throughout his career. And boy, they make a mistake when they let him come to it. He finishes.
1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Bucks have reeled off 6 unanswered and trail by 4. And that's a 24-second violation.
Now that was D. That was 5-man, get after it, stick your man defense.
Terry Porter goes with people. Strickland tonight, Dan Godzarich is in uniform. They won't use him unless something strange happens here. He is in all likelihood going to come back on Saturday night against Detroit. Marcus Hayslip getting the call tonight as well, so you might think you're buried on the bench, but you had better be ready because he'll go to you.
That's right. Well, look at Marcus tonight. Hayslip. And you heard Craig talk about the game plan, but Strickland's in there. They needed some spark, some firepower. I mean, in terms of energy. And so Terry keeps reaching for it.
Strickland hits the 3. He has the Bucks' highest 3-point percentage. Not enough to qualify among the league leaders. He is a very good shooter. Under a minute to play, and the Bucks are within 1. Third quarter, Planinic was putting it up, and a foul called by Mark Wunderlich. Strickland commits his second, and Planinic will shoot 2.
Well, that's when you really got to stick the ball, Jim. If you let the guy with the ball beat the guy defending the ball, now too many things can happen.
Planinic was a professional at the age of 14. He's a rookie at 21 in the NBA. Second free throw good, up by 2. New Jersey leads with less than a minute to play in the third quarter. The Bucks had a 9-0 run before the free throw make. Ford to the basket. He blows by everybody quick. As a hiccup, he has 6.
See, Collins shows and then retreats. He thinks Ford's going to make the pass. He makes the finish. Fans are in it now. Everybody's awake now.
Game tied at 58. And look at the group that has brought the Bucks back in it.
Push off.
Offensive foul, Planinic,
Yep.
Strickland, Santiago, Ford, Desmond Mason, and Marcus Hayslip.
You know what we've seen, don't you, these last exchanges by the Bucks? D in it. Team D in it.
The run at 11-1 to close out the quarter, and they'll try to add to it. There's a 6-second and change differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Ford wants, takes, but he does score on Planinic. But it's a goaltend, basket interference actually by the offense. I didn't think that one was going to go down.
It was.
And it was without the help.
Hayslip was there, couldn't hang long enough, and he definitely touched it in the cylinder. It was right over the basket. Good call, no question. It was correct.
Jason Collins, no basket on the putback. And the Bucks close the third quarter with an 11-1 run. They have come back to tie New Jersey, and now it's down to a 12-minute battle. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. The crowd into this one now. Getting back in this with the bench again. Paskey, McLaughlin, and Kishan on Fox Sportsnet. Glad to have you along. We have 12 minutes to go now as the Bucks trying to win for the 10th consecutive time. Flat-footed, stone dead for the better part of 2.5 quarters. The Bucks are alive in the fourth and lead 72-63. 4.4 seconds remaining. Kittle for 3 on threes. Air ball. Bucks win. Oh, yeah. The Bucks beat New Jersey. They have won 10 consecutive games on the home court. They were flat-footed, lethargic, and not playing good basketball for 2.5 quarters. Eric Strickland enters the game, helps turn it around. They play defense and win this game 86-83. Craig Kashan standing by with another hero in the game, the man who had an unbelievable play on a rebound and put back Desmond Mason.
Yeah, it sure was an unbelievable play, showing your athleticism on that putback rebound. But you were on the floor when the deep bench came in and really turned things around. What were you all thinking at that point? Could you accomplish what you ended up doing?
I mean, I just really think that the guys that came off the bench, Marcus, Santiago, those guys, Eric Strickland, come off the bench and just brought energy. I thought those guys really showed tonight that they deserve some opportunity. Those guys came out and done some great things for us to get us back in the game. And, you know, our big guys came out and finished it up, so that's what it's all about.
I know we're not feeling that well at all this week, especially tonight. Defensively, you really got to give it all against a team like New Jersey. Kenyon Martin had his numbers, but Jason Kidd only 6 points in this one. How much of a focus was that?
You know, I think our guards really stepped up and took the challenge on Jason Kidd. You know, Martin's a tough player, and he does everything he can possibly do to get your points, rebounding and things like that. But our guards stepped into this challenge. I think Strickland came off and done a great job at pressuring our guards, and he was a spark off the bench and scoring. But besides that, we just stayed consistent on both ends of the floor and got out of here with a win.
The streak continues at home, 10 straight now. Detroit coming in Saturday night. It continues to get bigger and bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, it's a great thing. Right now we're taking care of home, and that's what it's all about, putting ourselves in great position going into the second half of the season, and we just need to keep it up.
Good luck to you. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
17 by Kukoc. He's the leading scorer for Milwaukee tonight as the Bucks hold off the Atlantic Division leading New Jersey Nets. For John McLaughlin, Craig Kashan, and our Fox Sportsnet crew, Jim Paskey saying good night from the Bradley Center. Great plays here, 86-83 the final. Stay tuned for more Bucks basketball on Fox Sportsnet. Saturday at 7:30, the Detroit Pistons, winners of 10 straight. It may be 11 when they get there. Something has to give Saturday. Milwaukee Bucks basketball has been a presentation of Fox Sportsnet.